what is the name of the stream? Last time it was the Wanderer. This time it's the Stayerer.
I roam around. It has to be. Or I'm a Wanderer's fire.
As cold as fire.
Sorry, call it what? Fire?
As cold as fire. I'm just throwing something out there.
I do like using the Wanderer lyrics. I'm trying to what are the actual lyrics to that song? The Wanderer lyrics. I roam around, yeah, we'll just do that. Alright, and we are going.
Cool. Well, you need a recap, or should we just roll initiative?
We pinned the Wanderer down and murdered him, and then he was still alive.
Do a recap.
Recap.
We killed him, but we didn't. But we did, but we didn't.
Yep.
You did, but you didn't. So now roll initiative.
Oh, that one didn't count, right? Because I did it before you.
I'm sorry, I did see it, so...
Ooh.
Whoa!
Ooh, someone got in that 20.
Miles was taken by surprise because he was playing he's playing with the piano. I'm picking up. That's what we're going with.
Ryan, would you mind putting your mic closer to your face?
Oh, is it doing the thing again?
It's hard to hear you, yeah.
Ooh. Turn it all the way up. How's that? You can hear me from here? Okay.
It's a little echoey, but yeah.
It's because it's turned a little closer to the speaker now. Let's try like that. Is that echoey?
It's your voice is bouncing off the wall and back to the mic.
Oh, my voice is echoey. All right, let's drop it to. How's that?
I mean, I can hear you
Try
just fine.
Say a thing.
Pop the stupid it. What?
Maybe I'll just turn you up and then we'll be fine.
It's a
Ain't
delicate
all the way
balance. This is like a directional mic, and it has a sensitivity thing, and Discord has an audio input sensitivity thing. I've not found the right balance yet.
No, yeah.
Rough one. All right. We do this. As the flames that are now erupting around the Wanderer is in large form hovering above the table, the room grows a little bit brighter, and you find that where it once was generally warm is now freezing cold.
Great.
Fire made it
Well,
cold.
The black fire that's around him made it cold.
Cool. Just making sure I got
Yeah.
that part right.
Cal, you are up first. You have initiative. Oh wait, let's actually start this combat. Oopsies.
Didn't
unpause.
Carson get a crit?
Yeah, but you still rolled the
I
same
should say-
initiative as me, and you have a higher
Dex.
dex mod, so
Okay.
there you go.
There are no crits, the boss things say. Or something.
Well,
He be.
here's my plan. Oh. Game is paused.
Sorry.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Takes me to there. and I'm gonna throw a dagger at the guy. A completely mundane, everyday, normal dagger.
Make your attack.
Let's see. How do I make that do the thing? Like this? Like that. That's how we do the thing. 22!
22
Heyo.
hits.
Roll my normal damage. 6 damage. Does it look like it's working?
6 damage. The dagger does sink in to this ghostly, this flame-wreathed visage, and yes, it does seem like it sunk in about as far as you would expect.
Fantastic. Then we're just gonna go for a bonus action yeet then.
Okay, go for it.
Does a 15 hit?
15 just barely hits.
Fantastic. Damage normal. That's gonna be 4 damage, and I throw 2 completely mundane daggers into his chest.
4 more damage. All right.
Now it'll be my turn.
Oh,
End turn.
Tarzan, you're up.
Yay. Let's see. I'm going to... What am I going to do? That's a great question. Yeah, we're gonna cast Sacred Flame on him. Let me pull that
The
up.
next save.
Boop, yep.
That is going to be a 16.
That's exactly what he needed to roll. What a coincidence.
Mhm.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're gonna go over here. Ah. Sorry, just double checking.
Good.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's gonna be my turn.
Okie. It is now the Wanderer's turn. Technically, since he actually rolled the same as his layer action would be, I'll have the layer action go first. You watch as the flames around him coalesce into what look like liquid ice, and they start to wrap around his body, jagged, looks like armor. He now seems to be fully armored up in ice. But that is the layer action's turn. It's now his turn. He is going to use a bonus action to
I'll be back.
yeah. Remembering the last fight, he's going to turn towards Ergi, and right in front of your face there is a bright flash of light. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me. Please.
What was? Sorry, I missed that. Who was targeted at?
Succeeds. You manage to cover your eyes fast enough to not be blinded by the light. Then he is also going to shoot as a bonus action. His action is going to shoot 2 cold rays, one at Cal and the other at Karzan.
That's an attack, right?
This is an attack, yeah. The first one against Cal is going to be a 13.
Oh,
Like
oh,
misses?
oh, miss.
13 misses, yeah. Sorry, I heard my name.
Well, they're both 13. They both
Great.
miss.
No save for my part?
Nope, you're good.
Okay, good.
You're good. Both managed to dodge out of the way just in time as these icy blasts. It's weird. They're not frozen. It looks like the fire, the black fire, is just melting the ice in its own ever-changing, but still frozen form. That is his turn. Nix, you're up.
Okay. Gonna step over 2 squares this way, get his bow out, and he's gonna sharpshoot twice with the penalty to try and do additional damage.
Okay.
Oh, what was that? -5.
Nice.
22 definitely hits.
That's with a
Alrighty.
-5.
And I just remembered I'm gonna use favored foe as well since I hit.
Okay.
And
I mean, what that does?
when you hit a creature with an attack roll, you can mark the target as your favorite enemy for 1 minute or until you lose your concentration. First time on each turn that you hit and deal damage, including when you mark it, you can increase that damage by 1d4.
Okay.
Big and push, let's roll that. Alright, so that's 18 damage total for that one. And then I'm gonna shoot again because of Dread Ambusher.
And
Doesn't
technically, you're concentrating, by the way, from favored foe.
Oops. Sorry.
Yes.
Man.
Didn't want to add those.
15 hits, barely?
15 misses.
Oh, okay.
His magic armor came into play after my turn.
Yep.
Okay. Alright. Oh yeah, I should do this. Bonus action going to shift in order to get that temporary hit points.
Go ahead and mark those on your sheet.
Okay.
At the end of your turn, he is going to use he's going to use one of his legendary actions. As you watch as he, from where he's hovering above the table, starts to engulf in flames and he vanishes and then reappears right next to you.
Oh there.
Wunderbar.
Wait a minute. Do I get to move away because of the shifting?
That's the end of your turn.
You can move up to 10 feet as a reaction when a creature ends its turn within 5 feet of me. It's not his turn. Never mind.
Yeah, that would be the end of your turn. Okay. It's now Ergy's turn.
All right. Let's see. To remeasure.
One, two, three, four, five. Yeah, you can go over him.
Okay. Yeah, I have
There.
35 feet of movement. That was 30, so I
Yeah, you're
assume I
good.
can go diagonal with one. Alright. So, would this be considered flanking with
Yeah.
Yes.
Nick? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and hit him with my Warhammer.
Go for it.
Nice.
Nice.
Wow, that was almost a crit.
Yeah.
26 definitely hits.
12 damage.
As you do, you take. Actually. I didn't need to roll that, actually. Just kidding. Alright, so 12 points of damage.
Yep.
As you reach out and you smash into the icy armor, it lashes back at you with its own jabs of shards of ice. What does this say? My brain's not working with reading tonight.
You're good.
You take. What was that? Okay, yeah. You take 8 points of cold damage.
Sweet. As I take that damage, if possible, I would like to use my reaction. Can I
Technically,
use
this
reaction?
wasn't a an attack.
So it doesn't need to be. It just needs to be
Just whenever you take
damage.
damage.
Yeah.
You can use your reaction. Yeah.
Sweet. I'll use my reaction to cast Hellish Rebuke.
Cool. What does it need to do?
I believe it's a dex save.
It needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Dex save. As you know,
13.
he's always been so good at this. 5.
Okay. I'm gonna roll damage. 16 fire.
Nice.
Okay.
Does the fire damage?
This quick
seem
interaction
to-
of back and forth between you leaves the part of the armor melted just a little bit. Flames that you produce.
Mm.
Sweet.
Cool.
That is my turn.
Okay. At the end of your turn, he's going to use his last 2 legendary actions for this round to reach back out towards you, Ergi, in a frozen grasp. Jeez. Why can't this guy hit?
He rolled his clash too.
Yeah, it's rolling as whoever's turn it is, I
Oh,
think.
that's funny. Huh.
That is. Well, a 12 misses, so
Yay.
you're able to push his hand out of the way. Clash, you are up.
3 questions.
Okay.
1. Have you already previously established any kind of rule set for thrown improvised objects?
Just what is vanilla?
Because in rules, throwing a piano is the exact same damage as throwing a pebble. So that's my main question, I guess.
You know what, Clash? You can certainly try.
Okay. And then my
And
second
we'll
question
see-
is,
We'll see how that plays out.
okay. Well, my second question was last game near the end. I said I was looking at the piano to see like how much it weighed, if I could lift it, that kind of thing. Did I determine whether or not it was within my ability to pick up easily?
With a quick glance, you could certainly try.
And then third question. Is the piano destroyed just in the image, or is it like a destroyed piano, like it's all broken up? And...
It's not that destroyed. The image kind of goes overboard on that, but it is old, and there are pieces broken off and missing, and it's definitely not a whole piano.
Okay. I'm going to try to shock put the piano at him.
All right. First off, you need a strength check.
Yes. Strength or athletics?
Strength. This is going to be full strength.
Shot put is an athletic.
Come on. Okay.
Oh,
19?
that crit, like, it was...
Yeah. 19. You do manage to lift it. The DC I had in my head was 18,
Oh.
but that is like barely above that.
I should note, since I am a what's it called?
No.
Goliath, I have little giant,
It's bedtime. You shouldn't
which
be
counts.
eating
I count as a
anything
size
else.
larger when determining carrying weight and
sorry.
things I
No
can
eating more.
push,
It's
drag,
gonna be
and
just-
lift specifically. I count as an
Okay.
extra size.
Go ahead and make an attack roll, and just use your strength.
Come on. Okay.
Oh
That's my strength
gosh.
plus
That's a good
attack
roll.
proficiency
That is a
Plus-
good roll.
2 or 3 or whatever. I don't know. I can never keep track of that rule.
So here's the here's what
My chair keeps sending me further down.
You can also do like a running.
my
It doesn't
God.
have to be from across the room. I don't know.
so here's what you all see.
Okay.
Specifically Nyx and Ergi and Karzan. You see your intern.
I don't know if you can hear that. Sorry.
That's okay.
My speakers are down, and my chair's hydraulics are down. So, all right,
You
continue.
see your intern reach down, drop his glaive, grab this piano from underneath it, and free weight lift with his legs, and then throw backwards towards the Wanderer. The piano soars through the air, on target, and hits,
Oh my.
and shatters, and splinters. I'm gonna need Flash, roll me 3d6. But I also need from the debris falling. I'm gonna need
Alright,
You're
Nyx,
garbling. You're
Ergi-
garbling.
Yeah, your mic is.
Sorry. Clash, I need you to roll a 3d6 for me.
Plus his strength because he's throwing it.
Yes, absolutely.
My strength
But also,
is 5.
Nyx, Ergi, and Karzan, I need you to roll dexterity saving throws to see if you can get out of the way.
No, let's
Alright.
go. Let's go.
You know what? I can respect that.
Oh,
Wow.
I'm just looking at the size of that piano and the size of your characters, and
You know, that's not bad.
Yeah.
It's bad for them, but I didn't roll that bad. Or bad for Ergi, I guess.
so
So that attack doesn't hit my AC though. I don't know if that counts for anything.
Well, it's an area of effect.
Okay.
yeah, this would be more like a.
There's also.
I'm gonna-
I don't know if this makes this worse, but pianos have very tightly strung, like guitar-like wires within them that are now.
Yeah. I'm calling this the piano ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Nyx, you barely managed to get a little bit out of the way. Some of the strings do whip and lash out at you. You will take half damage. Tarzan, Ergi, you will take the full
Oh no.
21, along with.
Wait,
Wait,
Christian.
what?
Then. Does the AOE do the same damage as the
I
impact damage?
Okay, that's fair.
That sounds kind of
I am
insane to me.
I'm pulling this out of my butt as
I
we
know,
go, so
I
that
know.
is fair.
But
Okay, we'll do this then. Nix, you don't take any. The other two take half.
just warning you, the precedent, like you say, oh, you throw a piano, it deals damage to all the characters within a 10-foot radius. That's a problem in the future, just so you know.
Yeah, I'm definitely not
the
filing
same
that
amount of
away for
damage.
later. I'm sorry.
I'm getting a head bomb feel here, skull bomb feel.
What? I would. That's not how I. Yeah, I definitely don't do that every time.
10 damage?
Take a new rule and
So yeah,
use it
10
for
damage
advantage.
to Karzan and Ergi. Nix, you managed to dodge out of the way, but the Wanderer takes the full brunt of the. Where is it? There it is.
I do
Okay.
want to note that my cloak and hair billow dramatically as I pose and point to the Wanderer.
Of course.
Yeah, essential.
With no breeze, the cloak and hair flow in something unseen. Okay.
Thanks for letting me do that. I appreciate it.
As always, Ryan, it's fun to play with you. Okay, that is Clash's turn. Cal, you just watched this.
Yeah, real glad that I didn't move just a couple seconds sooner. And I'm gonna go right in here. And we're gonna do one of these. Attack like this. With advantage. So let's see if I happen to crit. I don't, but I do better. So it's a 24.
24 hits.
And that's gonna be from the magical dagger.
You take 2 points of cold damage.
You broke my brain by rolling as me. Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, cool.
I hate that it does that.
Okay. Click on your
7
enemy.
points.
Like, select your enemy and it'll stop being a problem.
Right, but whenever a new person's turn comes up, it automatically selects that person's turn for me.
Oh,
For some
Oh.
reason.
Weird.
that's annoying.
Yeah. Okay, so you take 2 points of cold damage, and he takes 7 points damage there.
Great. And we're going to do it again.
Okay.
Dirty 20?
Dirty 20 does hit, yes.
And this is going to be lacking my attribute die. So it will only be 2 damage. Garbage. Wait. Did I take a feature? Doesn't do it. Cool. Yeah, just 2 damage. And I'm assuming I take another D8?
Yes.
Cool.
Other 2.
9 for 4. I'm not sure that was a good trade for me. Alright. That'll be my turn.
Okay, Karzan, you're up.
Beautiful. Karzan's gonna shout over to his eyes enraged. Careful where you throw things! And as he says that, fire erupts from his mouth. He is going to use his fire breath.
What's the range and or
So
cone?
it's a 15-foot range, so it's just going to cover him. 15-foot cone, so it's going to narrowly avoid Ergi and just hit him.
Okay.
And I believe he needs to make a dex save. Let me actually click the feature, you know. Let's see. Breath weapon. Yeah. Use it. The measured template. I probably could move it better. Boop. No, don't do that. Click. Alright, that's just not going to work. I know for a fact it just hits him.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Whoa.
It's a 1.
Nice.
A nat 1 to avoid my fire breath. Awesome.
Yep.
And it's going to be 9 fire damage.
Okay.
Quick
And
question.
then-
Does he seem to take more from fire because he's all cold, or does it not seem
He
to
does
take it?
not seem to take more for fire, but however, do notice that as the fire goes away, the ice has now completely melted off of his body.
Interesting.
Okay.
And his
1,
armor was icy, right?
2,
Correct.
3, 4, 5, 6. Great. I'm far away from him now.
Unfortunately, there's no
Okay.
more pianos that I can see.
There's that table. You flipping on him. Don't actually
I
do
like the
that.
way
You'll
you
hurt
think.
everyone. You will hurt everyone.
Everyone just moved before my turn.
Well, take your turn, Carson.
That will be my turn.
Cool. Initiative count 20. Layer action. You hear as the Wanderer is taking all these hits, the ice melts off of him and the flames kind of wreath up around him in these black flames. You hear he's looking around, his eyes frantic, his mouth slightly ajar. You hear him reach up, start to screech into the air. As he does, underneath the table, pieces of the shadow starts to split off and move around. One shifts there, one shifts there. As these shadows become corporeal, 2 of them are going to attack Cal, 1 attacks Ergi, and 1 is on Clash. So the one on Clash here, let's do... Where did you go? There it is. That one first. Uh, 15 on to hit you, Clash.
Nope.
16's your AC. Okay.
Mhm.
2
I-
on Cal.
Ben, I want to know.
You do
7
meets it, beats it?
I do meets it, beats it. Yeah.
Yep, you got it.
Okay.
Oof.
You take 11 points of necrotic damage.
I hate to
Um,
say this, but this one should have rolled with advantage.
Well, I don't know.
I'll say
Rules as written, this is flanking.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, we'll roll one more time.
Cool, cool. Clear conscience. I didn't get hit.
And the one against Ergi. Highly doubt this is gonna. Nope. Ergi with his stupid 21 AC. Hey. These guys are out. It is now the Wanderer's turn. Yeah, he's going to use his... Let's do this. He's using his bonus action to... Using his bonus action to try and blind Karzan. Karzan, I need you to make a... what's it called? A Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay. It's gonna be 15 total.
Beats it. Succeeds. Once again, you see a flash of light start to form right in front of your face before you close your eyes and kind of look away. He's then going to use his action to wreathe in flame. I need Al, Nyx, and Ergi along with one of his shadows to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Save. Yeah.
Shadow beats it. Okay, crazy.
Does
And
15
did
beat
anyone
it?
roll? What's that?
I was asking if 15 beats it.
15 is the DC.
Ah,
Al and Ergi, you guys both. Um, okay. Cal and Ergi both take 13 points of cold damage. And
You're garbling.
I don't know why this does this. It's kind of annoying. I should just hold it up here the entire time. All right.
13 cold damage.
13 cold damage to Ergi and Cal, and half that, so 6 damage to you, Nyx. And
Okay.
that shadow takes half damage too.
I was bloodied.
Okay. Oh, I guess this kind of matters. I didn't roll Constitution saving throw to see if I could keep detect magic when I got hit by the piano. 1 second. I do keep the.
Oh, I never rolled the con on that either. What con save was it?
Yeah, just roll 10 or higher. Yeah, look at that.
Okay.
Okay. That is the end of his turn. Nyx.
Hey, Nyx, he ended his
Okay.
turn right next to him. You can, as a reaction, move.
Yep, that was up to 10 feet, I believe.
Go for it.
Yeah, because I want to be able to keep shooting at him with arrows.
Yeah.
I mean, might as well while I have the extra damage on him. And I forgot about the penalty. Okay.
Well, if you're going to do the penalty, you can. I mean, I don't know.
Well, I was saying that like right as the roll was finishing.
Oh, okay. Well,
24 does hit, right? Oh yeah, and then there's the 1d4 damage. What? No. 1d4, not 2. 4. So 14 damage from the longbow.
Nice.
And then I'm gonna take another 2 steps back.
could hide behind a corner.
Okay.
Oh yeah, this is a stairwell over here, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Okay, so that's 20, 25, 30.
You have 35 with Lawn Strider, I think.
Well, technically, 40 actually. Let's see if I do. Oop, that's probably a bit too far. Okay, stopping right there.
Okay. Excuse me. At the end of your turn, he is going to use 2 of his legendary actions to. There we go. Attempt another frozen grip on. Actually, no. He's going to use one of his legendary actions to teleport. Disappears and reappears right there.
Yeah.
And okay, cool. Ergi.
Alright. So I'm going to move around this one and then attack it
Go for it.
after I cough up a little bit of blood. Just a little bit, though.
Okay.
$22.
22 definitely hits.
13 damage.
Nice. It is
Okay.
not down, but it looks like its form is having a hard time being held together.
Did you minus 13 from the right shadow there? It looked like it came from
Probably
the one
not.
right next to him.
Yep, definitely did not. Thank you. This one.
The shadows
There we
moved on his initiative, right?
Shadows will be on initiative count 20. At the end of Ergi's turn, the Wanderer is going to reach out and attempt to hit you, Clash, with a frozen grasp. And of course, miss, because that never works.
Mhm.
And now it's your turn.
I'm immune to ice. I'm gonna grapple him around the middle like a wrestler.
I guess you do count as one size larger for grappling.
You do, yeah.
Well, it doesn't say grappling technically. I guess it says
There's
push,
carry
drag,
weight.
and lift.
Oh.
I guess. I don't know. So it's a DM rule and probably.
Let's see how the dice roll on that.
Okay. Oh,
Um,
yeah, because Little Giant, all it specifies otherwise is proficiency in athletics. That's just like an extra thing. So it's just those 4 things.
So this is a contested roll.
Yeah. For grapple, I can never keep track. Is it acrobatics or athletics for the attacker?
Here's just
always
athletics.
athletics.
Well, oh, so close to that 20.
Well, he did not roll high.
Well, he rolled a 10. I'd say he's considered grappled at this
Is he
point in time.
icy right now, by the way, or is that melted?
No, but he is wreathed in cold flame.
I can't
Um,
feel it, quote unquote.
as you say you can't feel it as you take 7 points of cold damage.
Well, half, because cold resist, right?
Correct, yeah, 3.
On that. Perfect. Okay. So yeah, I'm grappling.
Okay. All right. Top of the round. Oh,
I think
with person on deck.
I'm going to take the disengage action.
Okay.
Which moves me to here. Oh, that's my measurement tool, not my move tool. Which moves me to here. And then I'm going to go 1, 2. No, sorry, not disengage. I wanted to take the dodge action, which means they can take attacks of opportunity, but at disadvantage.
And they will. The first one against you Oh, that's with disadvantage.
Ooh.
That is going to be a 7. Miss. Second one is a 17.
I'm gonna silvery barbs that.
Okay. Just
And
another
give
single roll.
and I'm gonna give the. Isn't it a full new set?
It is a full new set of disadvantage rolls.
You sure? Let me double check.
Must re-roll the d20, which could be read either way because the d20 you rolled disadvantage,
Yeah.
so
Okay.
it's arguable.
I will acquiesce.
Oh, garbage. All right, well, I'm gonna give the advantage to Clash. And what's my damage?
Your damage is 10 points of necrotic damage.
May I please make a small retcon and provide Bardic to Max to Karzin before I walk away?
Sure.
Great, I go down.
Ooh.
Okay.
There's no reason you wouldn't have done it before. But...
My plan was as I walk away to give it. I just didn't say it. So
I got you. Okay.
cool. Yeah, Cal's down.
Cal falls
That
unconscious.
potion earlier, right?
Okay. Tarzan.
Cool. Karzin's going to, let's see. How much closer do I need to get? 1, 2, 3. Does that get me within range? Yes, just barely. Perfect. And I don't have to be next to that stupid shade. Karzin will use his action to Sacred Flame. Big guy. So he needs to make a dex save.
Yep. Oh, wrong one.
That's a failure.
7.
2.
2 points of radiant damage.
Yep. I forgot. Did we establish that the radiant damage looked like it did more or no?
It does not seem to.
Okay, got it. Cool. And then I will use my last first level spell slot to cast Healing Word at Cal.
Okay.
And I will use my Bardic Inspiration to add D6 to that as well. Wow.
Nice.
14 health, Dia.
Awesome.
And then I only moved 3, I believe, so I will move 3 back.
Okay.
Thanks, Karzin.
It should count 20. One attack with advantage on Clash. Be a 19 to hit.
Is that from the boss or the shade?
That's the shade.
Okay.
You take 11 points of necrotic damage.
I would take less of that using one of my stones endurance. Oh, I did not roll the dice. Come on, roll the dice. Okay. So it's 3 plus my con, right? Is that how it works? Yeah. So I
Yep.
take that.
So take that. Then we've got 2 on Cal, who is prone.
Yeah, so you got advantage.
First one is a 17.
I'm getting cutting words that.
Okay.
And I'm going
Second
to
one.
use my second level spell slot to silvery barbs that.
Okay.
So the first one misses, and I need you to reroll the second one.
Is cutting words a reaction?
It's a... Oh, I could only do one of those, can I? Okay, then I'll take the second hit. Yep, you're right. And I'll keep
Okay.
the spell slot then.
So remind me what cutting words does?
Just the -2 that I rolled, and it was a 17, so it misses.
The 15
The
now.
flat
Okay, cool.
reduction, yeah.
Yeah. And then
yeah.
the second one will hit me.
Okay. Sick.
The reaction limit is brutal.
Okay, so you, that second one, take 10 points of necrotic damage. We're going to do the last of these real quick. 2 attacks.
You may not have had advantage, but I don't remember the exact wording. Oh no, I got it. Never mind. You're good. Unconsciousness makes incapacitated and
I
incapacitated
actually
and
checked
dodge.
that in the background to see if that would work for you. But no. If you die, if you get knocked out, dodge does not carry over, unfortunately.
Yeah, I wondered.
So 2 on Ergi, both with advantage.
Nope.
18's gonna miss. That's gonna miss. And 1 on Karzin.
Huh.
Is also gonna
Danced
miss.
on the nat
Okay.
20 for me.
Yeah. And then we're gonna take a quick break. Sorry, I need help. Get kids down. I'll be right back.
Well, I think there's a pretty good chance we all die here.
Yeah, I feel like if we keep focusing him, if we get him down fast enough, I think we'll probably live. We just have to focus him.
He is grappled, so we could always manacle him again.
Well, you have to get
I'll take
enlarged.
opportunity attack and hope to survive.
Well, I don't think you're
I'll
gonna
run
get
toward
hit
him.
if you get if they have a +4, you have a 21 AC. Even if you do get hit, I mean, how low are
Right.
you?
I'm at 11.
All right, so you might survive a hit.
One.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm at 5.
2 of his firewalls or whatever, and that destroyed me.
Do you have a javelin you can throw?
I do.
Okay. Can you smite with thrown objects? Or does it have
I
to
don't
be
have any
melee?
spell slots.
Oh, okay, never
Mm.
mind then.
I am out of everything.
I am too now. So
I have a
Okay,
second level
Eddie,
spell slot.
That's fine. Go ahead.
Oh, and I can Misty Step once
oh hey, you should do
for
that.
free. I'm considering leaving.
Just piecing.
So who has the healing potion that we got from that room? Or did we already use it?
Who does have the healing potion from that room? I think Nyx has it. The person who
Oh,
I
the
think
one
is
that I got
probably
zapped
not...
for.
Yeah.
No, yeah. It's definitely a good
I
contingency plan just to keep that on hand.
I have some holy water. Throw it on him.
I have a couple bombs and a shatter spell, so 3 bombs.
You have a shatter spell?
Spell scroll.
Oh, scroll. Okay. What spell scroll do I have?
And I have an
forgot about that.
invisibility spell scroll, so I can get out of here if if it comes to Cal gets out or no one gets out, Cal's gonna get out. So
I should
This is
actually
the way.
add that healing potion to my inventory.
Yeah.
It was just regular potion of healing, right?
I don't remember, honestly.
Hmm.
I thought I took a potion of healing, but maybe I drank it. I think I drank it actually in an early session. You think if I scattered 1,000 ball bearings on the floor, it would make these stupid shadows fall over?
Because I think they're literally shadows.
Yeah.
We want me to find out.
All right, here's the plan. I'm gonna open the bag of ball bearings, shove in both of my bombs, shake it up so that the ball bearings get all scattered around in there with the bombs, and then set it off, taking all of us and the Wanderer down with it.
Amazing.
Clash would be okay with that. I got another stuff in him. Now, that begs the question. Does D&D use realistic grenade rules where, like, if I press the grenade between me and him while I'm grappling him, will he take more damage since it's not spreading around?
That's interesting. And then
No,
if I'd like,
threat?
if we localize the ball bearings by putting them all on the one side of the bomb, so that the ball bearings themselves lodge in his body more, increase the damage, like really scale it up, you know.
Mm-hmm. I like it. Let's do it. Even if Clash
I wonder
goes
if I
down.
could trigger this all by casting Shatter on it and see if that would like increase it as well.
Mm. I like the way this is going.
I don't think I have enough actions to pull that off, unfortunately.
True. Well, like, equipping stuff is a free action, right?
It's
you could,
not. It's
Isn't
it is a effect of an action. So like drawing a weapon, you can do as part of an attack action. And
Well,
then you
you,
get
like,
and then you
stuff in
get
the
one
bag.
free object interaction per round.
Stuff in the bag could be the combination of the equipping and the free action, and then the action would be jamming it between his armor. Maybe.
That means I have to use my bonus action to get to him, and I can't teleport that far with a bonus action.
Or can you teleport close?
I think
15 feet.
yeah, I think if we just
Yeah,
keep
and you can use
focusing
the
the main
movement.
guy, we can get him down before maybe like one or two of us will go down. But
Yeah, but the bomb would be really cool.
is there rules surrounding what the bomb like? Does the bomb say something?
I'm pretty sure it's just a weak fireball.
Because I know there's like a bomb
DC
in
12,
the items.
3d6.
Does
Yeah.
it like? Because I remember in like the Johara campaign, there was a bomb that Josh's character had that had to like wait a whole turn to activate.
No,
Normally-
it's just boom.
Okay,
It's
just,
a
this
half
one's just
fireball.
boom? Okay, cool.
It's a half a
Normally
fireball.
with that, the problem would be that you need compression to make an explosive full of ball bearings to go off properly, basically.
Right.
So I would be the compression.
Right.
So it would act like an actual fragmentation grenade.
But
like
also some of the stuff that's fragmentating would be your ribs. So I don't know if that
Flash does not care. He's the epitome of the rule of cool. Can I do this? So plus I have a stone endurance. I can at least reduce some of the damage. At most, best roll 15 damage.
I think my better bet is to just try to deal with the two guys that I got on me.
What?
As much as homemade fragmentation grenade sounds fun, I think
You can Misty Step away and then throw the grenade or throw the bomb just as
What did
a
I
bomb.
walk into?
Don't worry, Josh.
we're trying to hack our way out of this combat.
Yeah, this isn't looking great for us, Josh.
Fine, it's fine, guys. It's fine.
I was trying to talk him into using his explosives to turn me into a fragmentation grenade, basically.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't have enough actions. That's the main reason I'm not doing it.
Okay, well, it's the Wanderer's turn. Yeah. He's going to make 2 slam attacks against you, against the individual grappling him.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
21,
He's got advantage.
15?
By the way.
Is that?
He's got advantage, doesn't he?
If anything, disadvantage. You're in charge of the grapple.
Oh, I meant because the other guy behind him, right? So it's normal either way.
True.
Or the guy behind me, I mean.
Oh, because
So the first one hits then. Yep.
Oh,
He doesn't get 3
He
slams,
gets
Wait.
does he?
3 slam attacks?
No, but that was advantage for the second one.
Well, you were saying because he has disadvantage from the grapple, right? And then advantage
Disadvantage. Grapple doesn't give him disadvantage on attack
it
rolls,
doesn't.
from
I checked.
unfortunately.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. The first one is going to be 14 points of. We'll see. That's because this is important.
10
It's,
points of bludgeoning, 4 points of fire.
which is actually not fire. It's technically
Cold.
cold. Which means that's only 2 points of cold. So 12 points total.
Okay.
Second one, I'm just going to roll the critical on here.
Woo-wee.
So that is 15 points bludgeoning, 7 points cold.
Already halved.
Okay. And we're definitely gonna have to use another Stone's Endurance for that.
Go for it.
Come on, D12, don't fail me now, please.
Brutal.
It failed me now.
uh,
So I get 5 of that back at least. Okay. Oh, jeez.
I already used my reaction. I can't help you. I'm sorry.
All right, that's right.
But that
Yeah,
is
it's
his
math.
turn.
Should be fine. We'll see.
Nyx.
Oh no, I'm down. Definitely. I'm definitely down.
What? so it clashes down and unconscious.
Yeah. I think so. I didn't fully do the math, but there's a lot of numbers there, so
And we have no more heals.
yeah.
I do have that healing potion that we just grabbed from
Yep.
upstairs.
But it would take an action to give it to him, but you know.
Wait, can the second wind a
Oh,
it's a bonus.
right.
No, I can't use that. Okay.
Hmm. I think. Yeah, I'm going for it. Bonus action to cast ensnaring. No, wait. No, I can't. Never mind, because that uses concentration. Do I shoot or do I heal him?
I mean,
But if I heal him,
considering
I'm
it-
not able to.
If you heal him, you're gonna put yourself in danger, and it takes an action, and so it's gonna be your whole turn. It could potentially be
brief
better
enemy
spent
flashback.
eliminating the threat, but I don't know.
Is he bloodied?
How's the Wanderer looking? That's the real question.
Nyx, you're looking at the Wanderer, and underneath the flames that are now encircling him, you do see that there are chunks of his flesh missing. There's an exposed rib cage. His jaw is broken. He's not looking very good.
Okay.
A brief
I
enemy
am-
flashback shows Clash going, yeah, it's on
I
adventure.
am sorry, Clash. Let's hope this helps. Taking the penalty in order to try the sharpshooter damage.
Okay.
On the Wanderer. Ooh, nat
Yo.
20.
Oh
Let's
my
go.
gosh. Oh my gosh.
Roll
Big
your
money,
attack.
no wins.
Roll your
Don't
damage.
forget the D4 as well. You have a D4 that gets doubled too.
That's true.
Oh, right.
Oh, I had an advantage I could have used on that. Sounds of dirt.
A 1d4. Okay, critical hit with those?
Nice.
Wow.
34
Oh
piercing
my,
damage.
that's
Big
insane.
money.
How do you want to do this?
No
Let's go.
way.
Okay,
Barely.
Nyx is seeing.
Barely.
Oh my god.
Nyx sees Clash going limp, going down to the floor. And he feels like this is like all or nothing. So time sort of slows down for him as he takes aim and fires and hits the Wanderer straight in the forehead. No, the heart. Some of those.
The sternum.
Your practice you have made, or you have done, the adventures you've gone on, watching this abomination of a person wreak havoc on those who you call allies and friends. You breathe in, it goes quiet. Hear your own breath. You release the arrow. And it hits the back wall. As it passes through forehead, back of the skull, the fire that is engulfing this entity slowly starts to dwindle. The shadows become fade. And all of a sudden the room becomes still. Before the Wanderer engulfs in icy flame, disintegrating into ash. And all of his shades fade. This time, however, there is no shadow, there is no form that is left at the end of feeding the Wanderer. It's gone. You all take a deep breath before realizing Flash is still unconscious.
Karzo's
Ergi,
gonna...
you are...
He stops billowing.
The cloak's still billowing just ever so slightly. We'll keep going in initiative until he goes
okay.
up. Ergi, you're up.
Huh.
Muted.
I don't think there's anything I can do without. Can you like heal someone without healing?
So you can do a medicine check. I wouldn't recommend. Well, I mean, you can do. You can do
You can
repeated
stay
medicine checks, right, to save someone who's downed. So you could go up and try to do a medicine check. I'm going to try and run up and do a medicine check, though I don't think I'll be able to reach him in my first turn. But I mean, I'll be able to do it on my second turn, which I mean, even if he rolls a nat 1 and gets 2 death saves, it's like I'll still have one chance with my high wisdom to save him, but you could try to save him before I get there.
If he
That's as
dies.
far as I can go anyway. So my turn.
Flash,
Save.
death save, please.
Let's go. Not a 1. Not a 1.
Still a failure.
Not a 1, but still a 4. There's one failed save.
Yeesh.
Cal.
Gonna move to right there. How are we offset from each other? I'm really confused.
That is weird. There we go.
There we go. And we're gonna do this completely flat medicine check and see what happens.
Hey, that's good.
Will
Successfully
that
That is quite
stabilize him?
good. I'm going to have to remind myself how this works.
I can look it up.
I don't think I come back up if I recall, but I'm not
No,
making death.
exactly.
So
Action, stabilize a creature. You can use your action to administer first aid to an unconscious creature. Let's see. Attempt to stabilize it. DC 10, Wisdom Medicine check.
Perfect.
Stable creature doesn't make death saving throws, even though it has 0 hit points. Remains unconscious. You'll be knocked out for 1d4 hours. So roll that d4 if you want.
Me?
Yeah. I don't know if the DM wants to do it.
Yeah, no, go for it. I'll have to see how long you get knocked out. 2 hours.
We don't know
Okay,
that.
could be
But
worse.
I just have a
Yeah,
little
you
nap.
guys don't know that, but he does seem to be stable. You managed to go over, chop some of the wounds as best you can.
Yeah,
Also,
Cal-
no,
Cal
trauma is
slides
what it means.
into
I
home
had no
plate.
external wounds except bruising.
Cal slides into home plate and just starts like wrapping stuff with cloth. He doesn't really know what he's doing, but apparently that's what was needed. So
You managed to wrap a vital wound, luckily. So,
Yep.
Yes.
Cool.
Okay. We'll end combat there.
Cal's
Would like
gonna
to
go
attempt. Go ahead.
find the daggers that he threw wherever they went.
They're actually right on the other side of Clash because they would have been
Oh.
in.
Great.
So there's a pile of ash right there
With a couple of unenchanted daggers in it.
Yeah.
As I poke through it, is there anything else in there?
There does not seem to be anything else other than no, the arrow would have gone.
Couple piano
Over here
keys,
somewhere.
maybe.
Yeah,
maybe
Nyx is slightly dazed at that good shot. He's going to wander over and try to find that arrow.
Put that thing on a
You do
shelf
find
or
it.
something.
You find it lodged into some of the stonework back there, unbroken.
Tarzan will grumble over. He'll look at your work and he's like, no, don't do that. And he's going to start redoing some of your bandages.
Ergi is going to try to start a fire if this hearth is real.
It does seem to be real. You let me. The fireplace itself is ornate. It's very finely crafted stonework. There is a what looks like an inscription along the upper stonework. What languages do you speak?
Common, common and celestial.
That's okay. You can't read it, but you do recognize it as an old form of Draconic, but you don't know what it says.
Arvin, this is draconic.
Cardinal, after he's finished, kind of like just touching up. He
Ooh.
Carson wouldn't admit it, but Cal did a pretty decent job, so he's gonna touch
Nice.
up, pretend to touch up, and criticize what he did, and then go over, and he'll read the Draconic.
Nix kind of wanders over too when he hears the Draconic part.
Above the fireplace, it reads, "An eye for an ear, a song for a spell."
An eye for an ear, a song for a spell.
Did y'all read that out loud?
Yeah, Carson would at least.
Cool. Cal's gonna go grab this loot and walk over here, and he's going to use his existing loot proficiency to do a skill check.
Oh,
That is absolute trash.
It's an old loot.
You break it. No, you don't break it. but-
It's the strings are not happy. And this is a very old loot. You manage to start to tune it, and all of a sudden you guys hear a twing as one of the strings breaks completely,
Have mercy. Cal.
and the rest of it just doesn't tune correctly.
Carson, do you know mending?
I do. Carson will take it. He'll take a minute to mend that string, actually.
Cool.
Can I make one more try after that?
I'll allow it. Sure.
Okay.
What did you say, Kyle?
Mend that broken performance.
I just said while Ergy tries to start a fire.
Okay, Ergi,
Oh yeah.
two things happen here. After a minute, the string is mended. Ergi, you grab a log and set it on the fire, and as soon as you do, it ignites and burns instantaneously. And in its place, in the ashes, you find a silver coin.
Does Carson's detect magic light up?
For a brief second, as things are on fire, yes, transmutation.
Ooh. Oh.
Interesting.
By the way, Carson is taking the time to mend this loot because a loot is an expensive thing. 35 gold pieces is how much a loot costs.
Oh.
So, good reason to keep
So
one
after
maintained.
a few minutes, you get it ended.
Should this be a performance or a loot tool check?
Who does a loot tool check? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. I have both
Like,
on my
who,
sheet
who
though.
in their right mind would say do a loot
But
tool
now
check
that-
instead
now
of
that I
do a
think about it,
performance
though,
check?
I've never been in a game where someone uses an instrument outside of being a bard. You know what I mean? Like
That is the moment
that
when you
question
would
makes sense
is
to
like,
me.
I guess, yeah, if you're
So, you know, just because it's a novelty, do a loot tool check.
Cool. Because the text on performance says determines how well you delight an audience.
That's true, actually.
Which is not really what I'm trying to do. So that's
you know
I
what,
kinda like
that is
the-
an interesting distinction
Unless-
between trying to
unless-
create. You can suck at something but still perform, you know. Like
Yeah,
Carson
yeah, exactly.
can't play the lute, but he could like be funny doing
You can
it.
wow.
see, and that Carson fixed the loot up. That's what just happened.
My mending tuned it as well.
Yeah.
You you start playing. It's better, much better. The loot is mostly seemingly new. What do you play?
Given recent events, probably a traditional elven lullaby.
Nice and quiet, with light plucking. The lullaby continues
Carson's gonna step back.
as you
As a note, a
as you
mild,
do so.
distant snoring in between every few notes.
As you do so, the lute begins to play beautifully. Not on its own, because of you. And once the lullaby is done, things will go back to quiet. Except for a few odd snores here and there.
Nothing weird happens with the fireplace.
Doesn't seem to, other than Ergi putting a log and pulling out a silver coin of some kind.
Carson would look at the silver coin as well. If he'd ask, he wouldn't take it. He'd like ask to see it, but
Wait, did the log turn into a coin? So it was transmutation magic?
it was.
Or did it come out of the fireplace while the log is still there?
The log
It's
burnt away, right?
it burnt away and left in its ashes a silver coin.
Interesting. Interesting.
Sure,
Next,
Carson, here you go.
Nyx is going to look at the table and see what's on it.
On the table sits a small, unassuming booklet, broken alchemy set, and an intricately carved wooden horn.
Question.
Can I put my wooden flute inside the fireplace?
You take your flute.
Yeah, wooden flute. Yeah.
You take your wooden flute. You set it inside the fireplace. Take your hand back, and after a few seconds, it ignites, burning in hot, bluish fire. As it does, as the flames die down, in its place is a thin,
You got cut out there.
thin piece of wood. I don't know what is up with this. A thin piece of wood, about yay long, almost looks like a wand.
Getting
Song.
detect magic
Oh,
vibes
a,
from it.
a
Nice.
song
Good
for a
thinking.
spell.
Good thinking. Now, what happens if we put someone's eye in there?
Carson's going to like put his hand before like if Cal tries to reach for it. Carson's like, let's
Yeah.
make sure there's nothing on it, and Carson's just going to look at it closely for any black and white or like black spots, splotches.
Doesn't seem to be.
Okay, all right, looks fine.
And detect magic's not picking up anything either.
Even from the stick.
Not after the flames died down. Once the flame, well, when the flames were there, it was heavy transmutation, and once it died down, it looks like just a wand.
Question: when you say wand, does it look like a casting wand or a conductor's wand?
What's the
It's a
difference,
caster's
really?
wand. Good
Oh,
point.
Conductor wands are very much thinner, is the answer.
Yeah,
That's
But
true.
with like a little tiny handle at the very end.
That's true.
The horn on the table, is it like a musical instrument horn?
Yes, like a that kind of a horn.
Okay. Carson, does this ping anything?
I guess Carson's going to do a real big sweep, and if the DM wants to just let me know whatever I ping.
You don't ping much. If let's see here, hold on.
Let's get some mystery music going.
Yeah, go for it.
Let's see if I can find some. Let's see. Oh yeah, that works. Ooh yeah, okay, I like that.
For a second, I thought that was Majula theme.
Kind of does sound like, huh?
Same instrument, same starting note.
Yeah.
Uh, would Cal? Would he? He has a backup flute. Would he try it again?
There is a whole pile of musical lumber, if you will, behind the table there.
Okay, so two things. First off, over on this desk,
Okay.
you do find a Carson, as you're going through with your detect magic. You do sense some evocation, I think. Evocation magic within the desk itself. And then as you pass this cabinet over here, there is a slight bit of... is that... sorry. Oh, I see. Sorry. They made it weird. It was a typo.
Oh. Weird.
And this would be just a... we'll call this abjurative magic.
Okay. Carson's gonna tell everyone to stand back. And he's gonna open this one to see what the evocation magic is coming from.
You open it up, and a vial rolls towards you.
Nice.
Within the what's it called? It looks like a potion of healing.
Nice. Okay.
Just a base potion.
All right. And then, did Nyx get hit at all during the fight?
I'm hurt both from this fight and the previous fight.
Oh, okay, got it. Then Carson's gonna tell everyone to step back, and he's going to kind of open this closet from the side, not be in the direct line of fire of it.
Gotcha.
And then if nothing happens, he'll peek over.
You quickly open it up. Nothing happens. As you peek into it, you find a treasure trove of wands.
Holy mackerel.
Dozens of what seem to be basic wands. Well, I should say wands and rods and one staff kind of tucked into the corner of this pretty tall wardrobe cabinet thing. The source of obscurative magic that you sense here is down on the bottom. There is one of the wands specifically is giving out that magic.
Tarzan will touch it and then back away, and then if that doesn't do anything, he will grab it. And he's going to gather everything he's collected and start casting Identify ritually.
Okay.
Also, if we,
in the meantime,
to cue that for a short rest potentially, but
in the meantime, the rest of you, what are you doing?
Rest what I'm doing right now, anyway, right? Just a note. So I'm unconscious.
Technically, yeah.
Hal's gonna shove his other flute in the fireplace and see what happens.
Take your other flute. Look at it for a sec. Remember good times with it. Then put it in the fire. As your hand backs away, once again the blue flames roar up, and in its place is another wand.
Was there anything on the desk that the healing potion?
On the desk there are some. There's a couple of ruined books. This have been there for a long time. A spilled ink bottle with a broken quill. But it.
On the big table, there appears to be. Now, don't tell me if this is real or not. I mean, I guess you tell. I'm asking. Is that typewriter real?
Typewriter?
Is that a typewriter? I don't know.
No, I think that's just a ruined book.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
a ruined book. Never mind. It looked like a typewriter. Okay.
Now, on the table itself, there is a like a booklet, a broken alchemy set, and the wooden horn.
Okay. Before Karzan starts doing his identifies, he's going to browse the library's collection.
90% of them are ruined.
Okay.
Just books where the everything's just falling apart. Spines don't read any text. You do find a couple that are in okay condition, but as you search through them, they seem to be empty or blank.
I'll keep them.
None of them speak to you in your brain, so that's okay. That's about what you get there.
All right. Yeah, just any number
So,
of stable books. Anyway.
One wand is worth 10 gold. So we might want to take some wands.
There's a whole bunch of wands in that dresser, right? That don't do anything. They're just regular wands.
I mean, they're spell
That's money in the bank.
purposes.
There's also, just again, a whole pile of musical lumber that I really want to put.
That's a good question.
Really,
Can we
really
just...
want to put it in there?
Cal's got a shovel. He's gonna just start shoveling piano chunks into the fireplace.
Huh.
I really want to know what happens.
Gosh, it's like me too.
Yeah. You start going back and forth, taking chunks of piano, whether it's the strings, the keys, the wood that was made of, and you start to put each of them one by one into the fireplace. As you do, nothing seems to happen.
I'm wondering if it like somehow has the intent of knowing I haven't finished putting the piano in there. And so I'm just
Put
gonna
the whole
keep going
piano
until
in
the whole
there.
piano's in there and see if I get a wand in exchange for a broken piano.
It
Nyx
takes a little
looks
while.
over.
So I'll say you're working on that.
Tarzan starts identifying.
Tarzan,
by the way. Or
what
what?
are you identifying?
I'm going to do the wand.
Okay.
One of mine
Anyone
or
else
one
have
that you pulled
anything?
out of the thing?
The one that's actually pinging magically.
Oh, yeah, do that one first.
Anyone else have anything they're wanting to do while these two are working on their thing?
I'm gonna
Well,
mention that I want him to identify one of the magically appeared wands when he has a minute, but let him work on whatever he's working on.
Nyx is gonna start looking through the. Wait, did you say they were ruined books that were on the desk?
On the desk, yes, they're ruined books.
On
There
the
is the one smaller booklet thing on the table that does not seem to be ruined. But if
okay,
you're over there,
that's the one that Nyx will look through first.
Journal number 3.
um,
Cue Gravity Falls music. Ah,
if you Nyx, if you look in the items tab in books and writings,
Okay.
you'll see the tale of the knight and the giants. That is what you come across.
I see.
As you do that, Karzan, your spell finishes, and you know that this wand that you're holding is a wand of the War Mage.
Oh.
+1.
Okay.
I was really confused because the typo in
Warmage?
the Warmage. Yep.
Like warming, like warmage.
That's what I was kind of thinking it was, but then I was like, that there's
can't be
nothing
right.
that doesn't.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
thematically on brand, if you, in a way, you know.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Great. I'll start doing one of the buck normal wands that just magically appeared.
How long is a ritual cast, by the way?
Minutes.
Oh, okay. So you need to do a lot till I wake up.
Yes. We're gonna short rest, and you're not gonna wake up, and we're gonna carry you out of here. That's what's gonna happen.
Well, short rest is at least an hour. Hold on.
You start your casting on the second spell. Cal, you continue to shovel. You get the last pieces, pick them, kind of drag them over, throw them into this pretty large fire pit or fireplace, and it barely fits in there, but it all starts to, once you throw the last pieces in, engulf in flame.
That's cool.
And some of the flames licks out onto the stone. Ergi, you kind of have to take a few steps back. And as it does, the flames start to die down, and in its place, you see a rod.
A rod this time. All right.
All right.
Does it warm the room?
Funny enough, once the Wanderer was gone, the room starts to warm up by itself.
All the ice is melting. We're gonna get flooded in.
The spell ends.
Yep.
Spell completes. And the wand you were holding is. This was one of the flute wands.
Yes.
Am I assuming correctly? It's weird. Identify is supposed to tell you
If a
like,
item
what
is
an
magical,
item-
or if it has a magical effect, like upon it, like a spell that's affecting
Right.
it.
This has, what you gather, no magical effect, no special effect, but it's in your mind. You can see. It's almost like you're looking at the memory of the item itself. And you can see it both in flute form and wand form. And it's confused. And it's being... The change was unwanted. But it happened, and so now it's trying to change its own perspective of itself. As weird as that sounds, you're getting like really confusing, conflicting feelings and almost emotions from this wand. It's a flute. No, it's a wand, but it was a flute, but it should still be a flute, but it's not. And after a little while, your head just starts to hurt, and you have to release the focus.
Okay. After releasing the spell, he's going to pick up the wand and try to cast a spell through it, just to see if it works
What do
as
you
a
cast?
spellcasting focus.
What do you cast?
A cantrip that I can normally.
Wait.
just
Can I try?
cast.
Can I do it?
Sure. Why not?
Cool. I would like to cast Enlarge on Ergi through the wand.
Okay. You point the wand at Ergi. You cast Enlarge. As you do so, you almost... Your magic never really has had much of an auditory aspect to it. Sometimes when you blend your music with the magic, it does. But in this case, in this instance, you swear you hear flute music. Several notes playing in tandem with each other in a quick upward succession on the scale. And as you do hear, you swear you hear this, magic is released and Ergi rose.
Did that consume my spell slot?
Yes.
Maybe we should take some of these to the kneeling statue.
About that, this booklet mentions a Sir Alden who defeats two giants by putting them to slumber with a magical flute.
Interesting.
You just burned both your flutes.
Well, I don't know. Did we ever get a name on that statue up there or of that special sarcophagus?
The sarcophagus had no writing on it. We would have seen it because it looked so special. We looked it over like twice, I feel, but
I'm gonna hand the wand that I used to cast back to Karzan and ask him to identify it again.
I just did that.
I think it might have changed.
Okay, Carson will sit down and do a 10-minute identify again.
What are you guys doing in the meantime?
Staring
having a
awkwardly
little
at Karzan.
Taking a nap, staring awkwardly.
Well, Well, Nyx is going to keep a hold of the booklet, but now he's going to go look at the horn more closely.
Sure. It looks like it came from like a goat, possibly. One of the big mountain goats, where the long curled horns. There are some things like etched into it. No writing, just kind of drawing, like a scene from a story. That's kind of all you get there. Tarzan, the spell ends. Oh, what's up? Sorry, Nix.
Oh, just going to ask if the scene looks anything like what might have happened in that Tale of the Knight and the Giants.
Yeah, you see two larger figures, seemingly sleeping, possibly, or laying down. And it's kind of hard to, you kind of have to like twist it around and look at it from all sides, but it does seem to match something similar to what you just read.
Okay.
Tarzan,
Peggy
you're... Go ahead, sorry.
I'd like to burn a ruined book, or just throw one in the hearth, see what happens.
Sure. Grab one of the books and you chuck it into the hearth. It kind of cracks, the spine cracks a little bit, and some of the pages spill out into the ashes. As you do so, it ignites, and you can watch in the flames if you can keep your focus on the white hot of the flame. You can watch as the book, the pages start to curl, but not a flame. Start to curl on their own and roll, and when the flames subside, what's left there is a scroll.
I'll grab the scroll and look at it.
You take it out. It is an empty scroll, but it is a scroll.
Is that on the back wall bookshelf full of like books and scrolls as well, or is that just a asset on the map down here?
This one down here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's full of mostly ruined books, and some that are actually empty or blank.
Tarzan will wonder out loud. When we are less hurt, we should try throwing that cursed book upstairs in there. See what happens.
Ooh.
But I don't want to do it right now. I'm afraid of.
I don't like that eyebrow
whatever
raise, Josh.
future
What does that mean?
Repercussions. we should
Well,
be, we
let's
should be
rest
fully
and then
prepared
let's
for
try.
whenever we try to do that.
Yeah.
I'm not even saying we do it today. I say like because we're leaving.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
anyways, that last third spell for identify.
Third spell goes off.
If I start getting confused again, I'm dropping it.
It's weird though. Now the wands, it's like once again non-magical, but has been affected by magic recently. You can feel it buzzing, excited, almost like it has been used for the first time. It knows more of what it is and what it has and what it can do. It's still part of it. Still thinks or feels like it's a flute, and you get a phrase, almost a mantra, being repeated back and forth to itself. I am a flute. I am a flute. I am a wand. I am a flute. I am a wand. But it's not confused anymore. It has almost accepted itself. And the general gist of what you get.
I'll communicate that gist and be like, "This is very strange."
Was there anything resonating with specifically the enlarge reduce spell, or just it seemed more wand like?
It just seemed more wand-like.
Yeah.
Okay.
At least its perception of itself, the memory that it has.
Question: looking at this wand and the quality and make is as an arcane focus, do I really feel like I could sell these for 10 gold?
Probably.
Nice. Carson's gonna go into that. Just start stuffing his bag with a bunch of wands.
Okay.
Begs the question: could we make really cheap instruments and toss them in there? Just make infinite money.
Well, that's why I tossed the second flute in there. Is it costs 2 gold and the wand costs 10.
Money generator?
Well, it
Considering
turned wood
throwing my
into
drum
silver.
in there, but I kind of need it.
Try throwing another
Um,
log in there, see if it makes another silver coin.
Okay.
Remind me again what happened with the piano pieces.
They
A
turned
rod.
into a rod, which
Okay.
is
Like a
spellcasting
casting
focus.
rod? Yeah.
Yeah,
Non-magical, no, otherwise.
No, it's an immovable one. Hmm.
Oh, good. Good.
Mm.
Yeah.
You throw another piece of log on there, and once again it burns this bright blue. And what's left in its wake is a almost like a tarnished. How do I? A tarnished or rusted ball bearing.
Is it like random?
Could be.
What if I throw a ball bearing in there?
Do you want to throw a ball bearing in there?
Like one out of my bag in my pocket, I toss a ball bearing in there.
Chuck a ball bearing in there. And as it starts to burn, it too transforms. And it's weird. As the flames die down, a log is left in its place.
Wait, have you guys? I can't. I'm unconscious.
You are unconscious.
If,
Alright.
could I just
only
get
question-
infinite wood? I have 1,000 ball bearings.
Carson's gonna just... It's been like... He's cast Identify, what, 3 times? 4 times now?
3 times, yeah.
He's gonna spend the last 30 minutes finishing up that short rest.
Okay, that's fine.
Cal's also going to settle in for a short rest as well.
Yeah.
Out of all
Nyx
the
is-
places
my-
that you have,
It didn't
What's
roll
that?
my health. What?
Nyx was gonna write a bit in
Oh.
one of the journals he has of what's been going on.
out of all the places that you have found within these caverns, these crypts,
Excuse me.
That's
this is by far the nicest place that you have come across. It's warm. Every so often, when Cal throws a piece of, what's it called, a ball bearing in the fire, it becomes wood, and another flame ignites, and it's nice. It's peaceful. For the first time, you feel like there is legitimate peace here.
Everybody add a d6 to your healing, by the way. I'm going to be doing a light drum solo during this short rest to give us longer rest.
Oh, that
Per
probably
roll,
that would
or
probably give
just
me
on
a hit
top?
die back. I'll do that.
Yeah, d6 of healing. Hmm.
Nice.
okay. So I just healed another 5 then.
Oh, D6, not 6 total.
Yeah, d6, yeah.
You all heal a little bit, find the beats of the drum calming. Just for the sake of speeding things up and so that everyone can get in on this. Clash, you blink your eyes open after a little bit.
Grin immediately
And-
reappears, of course.
Of course.
Did it ever really
And
leave?
you
Not really. No.
It's just faded a little bit, like lessened, but it's still there.
Mhm.
You find yourself sore, like you've been training or sparring with some of your buddies from the guard.
Do a few push-ups to warm up, and then I get up.
As you so you remember where you're at, and you look around, and you can hear the drum beat, and every so often the crackling of flame.
Throw a wand in
You
there
find
from the cabinet. Does that do anything?
you throw a wand in there.
Yeah, why not? Just one of them. There's a ton.
Sure. You pull out one of the wands that you've just pilfered from the cabinet, and you throw it in there, and it ignites. As it does, it expands and grows into a flute.
Clash, seeing this for the first time, is just going to stand there, not stand, but Slav squat, more or less, next to the fire, enthralled, just peering
I'll
at
throw
it.
a gold coin.
I'm gonna. Oh, yeah. Mhm.
What was that?
I'm gonna throw a gold coin into it.
Mm.
It lands, clinks a few times, then ignites, and what's left in its place is a small gemstone, onyx. What it looks like. It looks like a small onyx.
Mm.
Nice.
Oh, I know a few transmutation wizards
Oh
that
my.
would kill to find what we just found. Oh.
That's huge.
I'd like to one at a time toss my 16 gold pieces in.
Okay. The first one lands and transforms into an acorn.
Oh,
Ooh.
I'm gonna try one more. Just one more.
So it's an RNG.
Throw that
round.
one in, and this one lands and clinks, and once again ignites, and what's left is a disc about this big, made of possibly ceramic, maybe. Kind of looks like a drink coaster.
Oh, is it time for me to start tossing stuff in? Do I have a bag? Did I never give myself a bag? I don't think I did.
Guys, I
Brian,
wonder what
I'm
happened
having
if
a hard time
we.
hearing you.
I was just mumbling.
Guys, I wonder what would happen if we throw in something like regarding the riddle, like what was it, an eye for an ear, a song for a spell. One thing
I
I'm
was gonna
wondering
look
is
over,
this
pull out a
horn.
knife, and I you say,
The song for the
give
spell
me a bigger,
was
cooler
the
eye.
wand. That's how the flute turned into a wand.
Hmm.
Tarzan will prestidigitate in front of Clash's face some like dust and say, "Don't even think about it."
But you can always just heal it back, right?
No.
Yeah. Who needs two
I-
anyway?
All of us here.
I really
Depth
want to.
perception is a very good thing to have, Clash.
How expensive is it really in world to regenerate an eyeball?
Why?
The regenerate spell, to pay someone to do that, let's see. Regenerate
Or to like
spell
replace it
is
with a magic
7th level.
What about replacing it with a magic eye, like Baldur's?
Oh, even more.
That's like,
Probably
yeah,
like,
you could get a wooden eye for dirt cheap. Won't do anything.
So tempting. The bad guy didn't leave a corpse, did he?
Nope.
Are there any
No,
corpses
just-
of zombies that have eyes?
Oh,
Is
that
all.
is a good question, actually. Did we fight anything on the way here? We fought the snowmen. Did the snowmen have charcoal for eyes?
Nope.
Darn it.
What about other animals here, like bats and stuff that we've encountered here and there?
You haven't seen any, no.
Let's see.
Where could we get an
What
eyeball?
is an eye?
Crazy thought, but what about those goggles?
No. I have to
Okay.
identify
Very-
those.
that's
I'm
true.
gonna identify those.
I think we did last time.
No, we
they
didn't.
were-
We were rushing
Yeah.
because we never did.
Oh, Josh told us the effect. They're not. They're the ones that let you speak with animals or something like
Oh
that.
yeah, but I
right?
haven't done that yet. So we'll just say I'll identify them during.
Oh,
But
Yeah.
and then learn.
Yeah, so those are, you identified those as called the Shades of the Dog. They require attunement. While attuned, you can cast Speak with Animals once per long rest. You also have advantage on insight checks against beasts. Decipher their intentions.
I mean, if we were to chuck a magic item into the fire, although considering we got a gold acorn for a gold piece, I don't know how willing I am for that.
I'm still planning to plant that acorn outside of your shop and get Selena to cast nature magic on it to make it grow and see what happens.
It'll be
Alright,
a Jack and the Beanstalk magic.
we'll get an acorn tree.
I put the acorn in my inventory.
What? Has anyone tried like putting an item back in that was transmuted already?
Did one of the
No.
wands and turned into the flute. Well, that wasn't one we transmuted, I guess.
I
Okay.
want my wands though because I want to.
Do we want to try throwing that silver piece back in that we
Yeah.
got from the first
We'll
one?
throw the silver
You
piece
put
that
the
got
rod in, does it
transmuted
turn into
in.
a fully repaired piano?
Say that again? Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
I said, if you put that rod back in there, will it turn into a fully repaired piano?
I guess only one way to find out. Karzan throws the silver piece back in, and after it transforms, you find a log.
By rough memory, is it identical to the original log?
Yes.
Like knots in the same place, roughly, kind of
I
stuff.
mean, as far as you remember, that was like over an hour ago, but yeah,
Yeah.
it
I mean,
looks.
logs are roughly sized,
I'm gonna
stuff
start
like
throwing
that.
like another. I'm gonna throw another wand from the cabinet into there.
Okay, you throw another wand into there, and it too elongates into a flute.
Huh. Weird.
Nix picks up the horn and he's looking very tempted to just blow
Go
the
for it.
horn.
Oh, blow it?
If
I
no one stops him,
recommend
he's going to.
if you're gonna blow that, we should do it right before we're ready to move.
Okay, I will not blow it yet then.
I'm not against it being blown, but
I
I
mean, we
don't
can
want to
come
be
back.
planning on buckling down and then blow it.
We're all spent completely. We should probably head back right now.
I conceptually agree with you. Josh, I throw my shatter spell scroll in the fire.
Oh.
I dig it.
Okay.
In theory, we can get the scroll back if I don't like the trade. In theory.
What is the rarity on that?
It's a second level spell scroll.
So probably uncommon.
Let me look. Spell scroll, second level is it's loading.
Uncommon.
Yeah, uncommon.
Okay. You quickly, without thought, take the spell scroll, throw it in. It does not burn.
What?
It doesn't even seem touched.
Huh. I guess I'll fetch it out. That was unexpected.
Okay. All right.
Pull it out.
All right.
Look it over. It's still your shatter spell scroll.
I want to check a candle in there.
Candle? Okay.
A candle.
Throw the candle in. And after a little bit, it burns and leaves a what's the word? It's like a It's a candle holder.
Candlestick. Or like a candelabra?
Not a full candelabra, but like one of the. It's just
Single
a small.
candlestick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it fancy? Like what's it made of?
Maybe.
What?
Tin, maybe.
10. Nah.
Maybe 10 candlestick.
I don't think everything that this thing's popping out is gonna be significant.
No, I agree. I was curious. And I had 8 candles, and so
Josh,
Gosh.
in this town, is there a magic item seller?
us.
Me.
Like somebody who just makes like,
You're buddies with him now.
oh, then in theory, they would know about the Ursat's Eye, which is a very common wondrous item.
I have expertise in Arcana and am a knowledge cleric, but I mean, I know a lot.
It replaces a normal eye and acts basically as if it were a normal eye based on the description. So when I say like you can just replace, you can just get a new eye, right?
Well, you'd have to find an enchanter that sells them. That's why we said it would be more expensive.
Or I thought you guys were the magic item sellers. Or do you only get them like from here and then you
We
sell them
don't
in
make
town?
the items.
Yeah.
You have an Ursat's Eye
No.
No.
in stock.
We have like 10 things in stock total.
Really, I want to see what.
It's a really small town. The magic item seller is somebody who has a
Listen.
magic item on the shelf.
We'll have Nyx hunt a wolf. We'll take the wolf's eye. We'll bring it down here. We'll figure it out. Let's go back home, rest, and actually be prepared for when we throw the book in the fire and a demon walks out.
Clash looks a little deflated, and his cloak is notably not billowing.
Unless the book is magical and therefore it won't be affected by the fire, in which case, bleh.
To test the hunch, I'm going to throw my spell scroll of invisibility in there too. Also a 2nd level spell scroll.
It also is not affected.
Yeah, okay.
Just because Clash hasn't gotten to burn anything yet.
Man, I was
kind of
thinking
just
we were gonna like
little
re-roll all our
bumping,
magical items randomly.
that's awesome manacles in there
Well,
to see what happens.
Say,
On our way
say
out.
that
I said looking a little defeated, but upset that he hasn't burned anything yet. He's tossing a pair of manacles in. See what happens.
the manacles shrink and twist in the flames and become a small 2-foot length of rope.
Yeah, toss it back. See
You
if it
toss
turns
it back?
into manacles. Yeah.
Yeah, they turn back into manacles. What were you saying?
Wait. You said 2 feet of rope?
2 feet, yeah.
Clash starts billowing a bit again and pulls out a 50-foot rope and starts cutting off 2 feet and tossing them in one at a time.
The first 2-foot length of rope you throw in there. You watch as it catches and burns in the way of this fireplace of transmogrification, and what's left in its place is a quill.
That's not manacles.
Hold on. Hold on. Karzan has an idea. Karzan's going to cast Identify on the fireplace.
You didn't do that yet?
No! I didn't think it's a magic item!
Until he said fireplace of, yeah, I got you.
And then that like clicked for me, like, maybe I should do this.
Your spell ends, and this
No
is
way.
a fireplace of transmogrification. It is set
That
specifically.
Cal has now dubbed the Blackstone Hearth, but continue.
It's specifically transmutes any item or any random item that's thrown into it to another random item of a similar aspect. However, there are some notable exceptions. Instruments will be changed into spellcasting foci.
Oh, interesting.
Spellcasting foci will be changed into instruments. Books, if they are blank, or obviously ruined, like you found out, will change into empty spell scrolls, or empty scrolls, I should say, to become spell scrolls later, if you wish.
With the proper ink.
Writing instruments become reading instruments, vice versa. Undamaged items will come out undamaged. Wait. Yeah, undamaged items will come out undamaged, while damaged items will still be damaged upon transmogrification.
So should I have a damaged rod since we put in a broken piano?
Or
does the
of a rod?
I'm not retconning that. It's fine.
Okay, cool.
That's the basic gist of what you get from.
Interesting. That's so fun, honestly.
Does Karzan tell everyone else?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll tell everyone that. No.
Well, I am carving a bajillion wooden flutes while we're gone, and we're coming back, and I'm getting all the wands.
I mean, listen. Tarzan's gonna start lecturing you on our way back with your plan that you tell him. He immediately starts ranting about supply and demand, and how we're going to have a surplus supply of wands, and how that's going to fluctuate the market for wands, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
But is that? But
what if you
but
just
we
tell
can.
people they're rare?
But we'll make an initial profit, and then we'll have wands left over.
I will say, as you guys are gathering the things that you have transmogrified, and things that are just whatever you've collected here, the two wands that you threw in and transmogrified, as you pick them both up, you realize they are both exactly the same flute.
And look at the
wands.
So the wands that turned into the wands that turned into flutes are identical.
Yes.
And did the flutes that I put in there turn into identical wands?
No.
Okay.
They were slightly different. One was a little bit longer. The other one had a little bit more of a corkscrew to it.
Alright. We could give the flute to the night guy and solve a puzzle or start a fight. I don't feel like that would start a fight. That's not my gut feeling.
Probably not.
But I feel like it'll just solve a puzzle.
I think it's going to unlock something, and I don't know that we want to interact with the something.
That's fair. You know what? Yeah,
Let's
say let's bounce.
Something. Don't worry.
Moving.
We're gonna bounce.
Okay. As we're leaving, though, I'm gonna toss a chair in there, just as we're walking out.
You toss a chair, one of the chairs in there, and as it burns, it transmogrifies into a stool.
How did I know?
Cool.
That felt right. That felt right in my head for some reason.
Okay, random chance. 50 foot of rope goes in. Last thing, and then I'm happy to go.
You chuck your 50 foot of rope in, and as it morphs and changes, 1 sec, I need to do something here.
It's just too fun to play with. You've given us a toy, Josh.
No, absolutely.
I'm hoping for a specific result, but I doubt I'm gonna get it.
Manacles.
As the rope curls upon itself and twists in the blue flame. You can hear the crackle of the fire, and the flames die down to reveal a pair of leather boots.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Everybody
undo
in the
that one.
clothing making business.
I'm gonna undo that one. I think the rope's more useful to me. Okay.
Okay.
And then we can head out.
Get your rope back.
Easy to make. Boots. Boots are worth something.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that's not on the "it's always gonna work on this way" list, and so that's just a random roll, hope for the best. But so I was kind of hoping it would turn into like a 25-foot chain. That would have been fantastic. But
Guys, I think I am
will
planning
admit
on throwing the horn in when we come back here.
oh, bet.
you
Although
leave.
the identify makes me think that it would just get turned into a spellcasting foci, but I don't know.
That's true, actually. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, how has the cavern changed as we've left? Is it not cold anymore?
It's still freezing. As soon as you
Ah.
leave this room, everything is still frozen. Everything is still. You walk up the stairs, and it's like a 40, 50, 60 degree difference in the negative. Walk back out into the frozen caverns and make your way back through the tunnels to the lift. This is a much different exit than you guys had last time, fleeing. And so you were able to see where some of the sections are frozen over, or there are pathways that you came down that are now blocked off completely, which make you have to go around, and it is confusing and disorienting. But once you get the general understanding, you find your way to the lift.
Do we end up having to go over that same water section? The
Yes.
stalagmites in the water?
Yes.
And the same door pathways are blocked off, meaning the path that we have to take this time after all the things have closed is the same path we had to take last time after all the things were closed?
It does seem to be a similar route. Yes.
Okay.
Yep. But you do make it to the lift. You hit the lever, and with creaks and groans, the ropes and chains lift up. And while the air doesn't get colder, or doesn't get warmer, the noise gets quieter. It's weird. While you were down there, the noise of cracking ice and shifting, almost like a shifting of a glacier, they had become almost second nature to listen to. But now, once you're leaving, it's now extra quiet. You find your way back to the Deepfrost Citadel. This was a much seemingly better adventure into the Frozen Crypt than the previous time. I think we're going to end there, and we'll see what comes next.
Okay.
Well,
Fireplace.
what was that?
I said I like that fireplace. It's fun. Very fun.
I also like it for another reason, though.
A reason we're probably gonna find out, or
Who knows?
Just as a last item, as we're riding that really long elevator up, I would like to cast Prestidigitation through the wand that I used before. I'd like to cast Prestidige through it like 100 times.
Sure. What aspects are you changing or manipulating?
Probably, to stick with the theme, probably warping perception a little bit to make myself look an inch or two taller. Just something like that.
Sure. Just over and over and over throughout the entire ride. Just
So he's just on.
Yep.
yeah. I'll say Clash make a perception check just for the heck of it. I want to see.
Where is there you are.
Gosh, that makes me laugh. I feel I'm
Nice.
imagining like, you know when I don't know how many of you play Dark Souls, but like when you go on there and you go on an elevator and your character kind of like clips through a little bit at first, and you're you kind of look like you're clipping through the floor a bit.
That's kind of how I was going to describe this. Clash, you are looking at your new companions, and you notice it is dark, and so it's kind of hard to, actually see what's going on. But you notice Cal just kind of just shifting ever so slightly. It's
Clap my
a
hand.
little
Ah!
unnerving.
Calf raises, my favorite exercise. I'm gonna start doing calf raises with it.
And as Clash's calves burn in the freezing cold, we can stop there.
Did anything visibly change about that wand while I did that? Okay.
Not while you did that, no.
So last time we cleared a floor, I mean we didn't really clear the floor, but last time we beat a boss, we leveled up. Does that happen again when we long rest?
That
I mean, I'm assuming we're going to long rest right now, but we haven't roleplayed that yet.
you are going to, yeah. Right now is a level up.
All right, we can do that right now.
Fantastic.
Sure.
If you would like to.
I would love to.
Sure.
Oh my gosh.
My level up button is
5.
No, so you don't use the level up button. You use the import. So you click the import on your character sheet, and then you do classes and subclasses, and then you select your class and subclass, and then you just select level 5.
interesting. There's no way to just like add the EXP to get to the level.
I mean, I
Well,
guess,
it won't give you
but-
any features or anything, and then you'll have to manually make all of them.
I see.
Yeah.
Don't even
Technically,
order-
you can do that, but it just makes your life harder.
fair. Classes and classes.
Ah, 3rd level spells, my beloved.
Oh, I get
Yeah.
my Bardic back with short rests now.
Ooh.
Nice.
That's handy.
I'm gonna try to be much more liberal with my Bardic now.
If I remember right, I've been rolling HP.
Oh yeah, I need to do that.
Nice.
Oh, garbage.
Reroll ones, by the way, guys. Oh, both you guys.
Wow.
Thanks just got tankier.
He's a bully.
Do you mind if I just take average, Josh, or would you prefer me to roll?
You can take average, that's fine.
Okay.
And I have extra attack. Yeah, boy.
Oh my gosh, our paladin
right.
and our fighter and our ranger can all attack twice now.
Thank
You
goodness.
get
Mhm.
Four
And
spell
as a
slots.
gloom stalker, I also learn the rope trick spell.
Oh, trick's fun.
Okay.
love rope trick.
Weird.
That's the one that absolutely saved us during that the water campaign you're running, right, Max?
Yes.
The flooding. Yeah,
Eons ago, yes.
yeah.
Still one of my favorite uses of that spell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was pretty good.
Use rope trick to avoid a tsunami.
Sometimes it's just that easy.
Oh my gosh, there's so many good 3rd level spells, and I'm the only like utility caster we have.
I'm utility.
Ooh, oh you are. Never mind. But you're also not prepared, spell, your known spell.
True. True.
I will say, as a knowledge cleric, I always have non-detection prepared, which is interesting, and I always have speak with dead prepared.
Non-detection. That's the one where you just can't be detected for a while, like 8 hours,
From
right?
divination spells, yeah. So for a duration, you hide a target that you can touch from divination magic. The target can be a willing creature or a place or an object no longer than 10 feet in any dimension. A place. That's very interesting. Huh.
But you can use it on a location.
Yeah, I guess you could say this house or like this manor, probably. I mean, it doesn't specify size.
Well, it says within 10 feet, right?
Well, it says, well, I mean, like the wording of the sentence is weird. Because it says a place or an object no larger than 10 feet in any dimension. So you could construe that as saying the object is no longer than 10 feet, and that the place
Or
is just
both.
kind of unrestricted. Because it says a willing creature or a place or an object no longer than 10 feet. So the creature can't be no longer than 10 feet in any direction, too? That doesn't make sense to me.
That's weird, yeah. Fun fact, that non-detection spell is how... who was the dude you guys hated? Little guy who almost killed...
From Max's
Oh, yeah,
backstory.
him. Hate that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how he evaded Donko when Donko went after him.
I won't say Donko was a little upsetty spaghetti. But it was funny that one finally got away.
Yeah.
Josh,
Yep.
I just put a feature into chat.
Oh.
If I were to give myself Bardic and then cast Mass Cure Wounds, using my Bardic to increase the healing, would it increase the healing for every creature?
The wording on this is really confusing.
Yeah, that's why I had to ask, because I genuinely don't know.
Bonus gained. It says hit points regained specifically, I think. So is Mass Cure Wounds a single roll, or does everyone roll it individually?
It's a single
roll.
But also, like, if I cast Fireball, could I add this to the damage? Like, I feel like that's the same question, right? Because if I can cast Fireball and add this to the damage, then
it's
I
in the
could.
middle. It says choose a target affected by the spell.
Oh, yep.
You pick one target.
Oh, there it is, yeah. I remember we were talking about this with my Prayer of Healing spell.
That's what I thought, but I couldn't figure it out. So
Yeah, the wording is whack on this one.
it might just be too late at night. That could be the
There's
problem.
also that. Yeah.
That is a definite possibility.
Cool.
What the frick is this spell? I just imported all cleric
Oh,
spells.
yeah.
Oh, God, madness.
Invoke the
different one.
what? I'm not casting this. I'm just showing it to everyone. What is this spell?
Amaranthine. Power of the Amaranthine.
I'm gonna see if that's in.
This doesn't look base game. What is this from?
That's a great question. I'm gonna look.
Natasha's Cauldron?
Invoke. This is from Humblewood
cool, though.
campaign setting. This is a
Humblewood.
completely different campaign setting. Is it good? Let me see.
Yeah, you replace other people's roles.
Oh, so it's like the divination wizard feature.
It's like
Yeah.
future sight.
We don't need to have that.
Substitute any roll of an ally enemy you can see within 6. I mean, if you roll 2d20s and you get a nat 20, you can hold on to that and use it when it really matters, right? Is that what I'm reading?
But you also have to specify whether it's an attack roll, a skill check, or a saving throw.
Still, out of the two of those, I mean, a skill check with a nat 20 pre-prepared is kind of busted. But you'd have to, I guess, get the nat 20. In the
Yeah,
first place.
exactly.
Yeah.
But there's also practical spells like Revivify,
Yeah, but I mean, who really needs that?
Prepare.
know?
They're sending Spirit
How
Guardians.
how have we felt
And
about Featherfall? It's come into kind of helpful once.
Yeah, I'm
I get to
kind of.
swap out a spell, and so I'm considering swapping it out so that we have more than one healer.
Clash will just roll
Yeah.
out of a fall. It's fine.
Find speed. Is that
For
real?
God.
Oh yeah, that's real. Find Steed
Yup.
sick.
It's a yeah.
I could get Healing Spirit if we
Ooh,
wanted more healing.
remove curse.
Mhm.
Oh,
That would be
nice.
useful.
Like, so hypothetically, we could use the key now, and I actually have the remove curse spell, and that's basically just remove the curse of a cursed item, no skill check required.
Is that a special effect of this dungeon technically a curse as well? The I forget what it's called, the blight thing that Max got on his hand.
Oh yeah, no. Carson's going to be like, if we're taking a bit of like of a break. I don't know. If we're probably gonna head right back to finish out the second floor, but um, oh,
But is that like a curse, quote unquote, or is it an effect of the castle? Like, can it be changed by remove curse?
I don't know. We don't know. We have no idea.
Oh, okay, okay.
But Carson's darn gonna try literally everything in his repertoire now. He's gonna try dispel magic. He's gonna try remove curse. He's gonna try.
Okay. I swapped out Featherfall for Cure Wounds, and I took Mass Healing Word, so I now have some healing.
Okay.
So
Nice.
That's the word's
Well,
amazing.
was Lesser Restoration helpful?
Yeah,
can be.
we
It's
use
pretty
it to
situational.
cure the blight potentially if we roll good enough.
Yeah.
Can
Hmm.
you know lesser restoration?
Me?
Now that I'm a level 5 ranger, yeah, I could.
Oh, look at you. All right. We have another source of potentially. I mean, you have to roll high enough on the skill check to
I
remove it.
can technically take it too if we want to prioritize that.
I mean, the more chances we have to remove the blight if it comes, I guess that's the better.
Is that better than Cure Wounds?
Not yet, I'd say. I have just off of my gamer instinct, if you will, that the blight's going to get worse the further in we go.
Yeah, that's valid.
So, so probably early on, healing might be better.
Yeah, I think I'm leaning towards healing.
Oh man, and our local paladin has 5 chances to remove it now, with
Mm-hmm.
25 hit points of lay on hands healing.
If we want to prioritize that over healing, but yeah.
I mean, he can do that. He can do that on the moment.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I can learn Glyph of Warding.
Yeah,
That's a lot of money.
it is.
Powdered diamond worth at least 200 gold pieces. To cast
Consumed on cast or just
consumed on cast.
Ugh.
So every Glyph of Warding you encounter costs someone 200 gold. That
My
sucks.
my DM in the campaign I just played loved that spell and would use hundreds of conjoined Cliffs of Warding to just like trigger automata and stuff like that to do specific things.
That's a bunch of wizards
Like
with
way too much money on their hands.
yeah.
By the way, Tim, is that one?
Yeah. And it was bad. And the DM formally apologized.
Oh my.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Also, Magic Circle is a very niche spell that I now can prepare for some reason. Because I don't believe that would ever be relevant.
All right. I've leveled up and I
Yeah.
am legit falling asleep in my chair. So I'm going to dip out
Yep.
Have a
Yeah,
good
man.
night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.
Right.
Yeah, next week.